Welcome back to another episode of Casey Campbell's Videocast. Casey Campbell here with Great Lakes Post, and we are now joined by the one, the only Takuma Sato of Great Lakes Lanigan Racing. How are you doing, Taku?
I'm pretty good. Thank you so much. Obviously, it's been a challenging time for us, and it's a difficult time for everyone else. But at least we will keep on going with racing, and we really appreciate for everybody's support.
We're going to, of course, we're going to St. Pete, this weekend to finish off the season. This was where the season was supposed to start. But what has it been like? What is it like to go here now, knowing that it's very likely that this race is probably going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I'm traveling tomorrow already, so yeah, it is definitely going to happen. Well, it's been strange time for after the pandemic, and everybody thought we were at the St. P. Physically we were there, and just the day before we actually start learning, everyone's postponed it, and really fortunate again. So St. Petersburg welcoming back to the IndyCar, and I know a lot of people working for this make it happen, and obviously big thank you to all sponsors, and of course IndyCar series made a huge commitment, as well as St. Petersburg, the city itself too. So yeah, I think it's quite excited after being, I don't know, it's a half year. Well, yeah, I mean, how many months it's gone now? But 6 months and 5 months is whatever. We really feel positive about going to the St. Petersburg again.
Yeah, of course. It's been a very good year for you. Of course, it's always a good year when you win the Indianapolis 500, and you won it on a weekend where, not Memorial Day weekend. You kind of won in, of course, late August. What was that win like for you to get your second Indy 500 win at that racetrack? What did it mean to win that race? Not typical Memorial Day weekend.
Well, I mean, regardless when we raced the race or whether the spectators was on or off, of course, we missed a big crowd, of course. But regardless of that, winning 500 is just nothing like it. It's such a special moment and an amazing event, honestly. And, once again, we were so fortunate to have that race, even dragging into the August. Roger Penske and team, IndyCar team did a great job to make it happen, because, honestly, a lot of athletes in the world today, it doesn't even have opportunity to perform. So we were still able to do the race. That was just so fortunate. And, particularly for me, selfishly, of course, in the second win for the 500, it's just a dream come true too. It's just unbelievable feeling. But more than that, this time for me, it was just about team, because many of you guys knows that what happened 2012 when I was, driving for the Bobby. I just simply couldn't deliver the result in the very last lap. And because of that, like since then, it's been past 8 years. And, team owners, so Bobby, of course, but Mike Lanning in particular, and David Letterman too, that they waited so patiently, and they gave me a great opportunity to drive his team again. And here we are. We had a second chance, and then to be able to deliver the win for those owners, and particularly for the Saudi boys who worked extremely hard. Of course, the entire team too, but in my pit crew did a fantastic job in whole day long. So I have to thank you to all these guys. They have a credit that day to won the 500.
Yeah, we're going street course racing. Hard to believe it's going to be for the first time and the only time in 2020. I know Long Beach, Detroit, Toronto, we didn't get to go on this year, and a lot of other races as well. But you've had some success on street course racing before. Of course, you won back in 2013 at Long Beach. You've ran well at St. Pete. You've ran well at Detroit. What's it like to go to a street course, and what makes you so good there?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it is challenging. and it is just a variety of the course and situation, and the street course is just attractive. Of course, permanent road course is always it's a great too. The feeling of it, just the flow of the high speed corners and going to the maximum limit, over the edge of the curve, for example. That's always a great feeling. But at the same time, the street course is just so bumpy, so unpredictable, and lots of track revolutions and conditions changing dramatically all the time, and mostly 90-degree corner with a concrete wall and completely unsighted until you get to the apex, so you can't really even see the exit as well when you approach the corner. So that's it's all addition. Obviously you talk about the level of the driver who reaching for the Indy cars. Everyone can drive the car in absolute on the limit, whether regardless that was a street course or road course or oval, it don't matter, to be honest. But I always enjoyed the feeling of a street course, and honestly, atmosphere is great. The audience and spectators and fans, they feel about the speed. Physically, we were a lot slower compared to some of the high-speed road courses, particularly compared to the ovals. But street course, because everything shows so close, and the sensation of the cars just bouncing around and just grip the apex and nearly hit the wall, every time for exit. I mean, it's just a great feeling. It's a great expression for the a racing car, going extremely attractive, for the street courses. So yeah, I always enjoy it. And yes, like you said, I had quite a few good memories in street courses. So obviously, yes, this year we couldn't go to Long Beach and neither of the Detroit, but fortunately we have St. Petersburg back for this weekend. So I'm quite excited.
Yeah. A lot of drivers are, this is typically the end of the season. A lot of drivers tend to figure out what they're going to do next year. Do you know what your plans are next year?
It's natural that we talk to the team to extending my stay for the future. But that is a plan at the moment. We're negotiating for the final bits and pieces, so it has to be all together. But with this unpredictability with the worldwide, it is always difficult to commit, particularly for the sponsors' point of view. So we just still need to finalize a few bits. But there's shouldn't be a big surprise on my future, and that I want to hope really to continue with this work with Ray Letterman Running and Racing, because this is we had a special year, and this is going to be my fourth season if we get everything good together, and that there's just no reason why we don't do it.
Taku, with the season ending this week, do you plan to return to Japan and see your family?
Yes, finally. I mean, with current quarantine situation, with a lot of travel restriction, that during the season, virtually it was impossible for me to go back to Japan, a 14 days quarantine, and come back here for another 14 days, and then you lose 2 days in traveling, or 3 days. So all in all, you basically lose a month, and that's not be able to do it during the season. But yeah, finally, after St. Petersburg, I'm flying back to the Indianapolis and then do the testing at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the league, and then immediately after I finally fly back to Japan and then see my friends and family, and then it's lots of good interviews and obviously limited events, because of the situation for the pandemic. But it is currently a lot of events are planned. So it's going to be a good, busy winter again.
Yeah, your home country, your country is going to be very happy to see you, because of course you won the Indy 500 this year, and I don't think they have had the celebration yet. You have not been back to Japan since you went to.
No, I haven't been back to Japan really since end of the February. I went to Europe the short period, and then straight come to the States, and then obviously goes to the testing, and then straight go to the St. Petersburg. Then the pandemic starts. So no, I haven't been back to Japan. This is the longest time in my life, but certainly very looking forward to that. And after 17, a lot of a lot of fans, and not only for the fans, but people who probably didn't know about mod racing knows about Indy 500 now. It's more recognized, and then I think second win for this time, everybody should be quite excited. And we really need a lot of good news is today, particularly Japan, that we just postponed it for 2020 Summer Olympics to next year, which we have to have it. So I think it's a lot of things. You need a good momentum in terms of just the sports and also excitement. And I feel really proud to be part of that one too. So hopefully everyone goes really well and this situation goes improving for next year summer.
Yeah. All right, Taku, thank you so much, buddy. Congratulations on all the successes that you had this year, including the Indy 500. And best of luck this weekend at St. Pete, and safe travels back to Japan when you are able to do that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.